So, like, basically, the theme of this like piece is kind of talking all about. The title was Lost Nights in the application I sent, and for me, it was about all the things that we've kind of like forgotten about in our youth. Like the last time we forgot to run really fast, or when was the last time that you ran really, really fast, which you had when you were a child, or like skipping, the last time you skipped. All these things that when we like get older we tend to lose, about this like youthfulness and like getting older, and we become so obsessed with, staying young. And it's a subject that I don't know, I'm just quite interested in, and especially like for me, this piece being like connected now to the UK, because I've always felt this like disconnection with the UK. I feel like I miss so much out on the place which I grew up in, and now that I'm home and I'm creating this piece, it has a lot to connect with my childhood and my memories. I mean, London was a place for me that my parents used to take me every week, and it was a place that I kind of always felt that I wanted to experience as a young adult, but I never really experienced. And that whole understanding of youth, like I never really went like clubbing, I never really went like partying, I did in my time in Germany, but at the same time I was kind of like focused on like, saving money to whatever. And so I kind of titled this piece like Lost Nights, in the sense of that, like the nights that are lost. There's like lost memories, there's lost experiences that I will never get back because of like my age, but also the people around us. And and how that has changed like the generations, to go to a nightclub or to go to a bar, or like it's becoming more and more increasingly expensive that people are not able to do so. So they're having to, I don't know, have like spend more time at home, which then is causing people to like socialize less, which is causing like more problems, more, and like psychologically. So I guess there's like lots of things that is connecting in my mind to this like piece. But yeah, I would say more than anything it's connected to that like youthfulness of like being young and being like a child again, and connecting back to that moment where there was no problems, where we weren't worrying about visas or and life seemed to be a little bit more simpler, I would say. And I feel like the older you get, the more complex it gets and the more complicated it can be. So yeah, I'm just kind of like touching into that as a subject. And like these past days I've been walking around London at night and going to like Soho, going to all of these places, and people are just in search of a good time. People are like craving for a good time, and a time where they can feel seen, accepted. And it's been beautiful to see. You see so many stories, so many situations of like the rain coming, people kissing, people like living. And I feel like that's something that in many cases is being like missed and lost. This aspect of like living, living for the moment, living in the present.